Hey, welcome to day one of our Patterns for Pirates Peg Leg Sew Along. I am super excited about this sew along because the peg legs was one of the very first projects I started or that I did when I first started sewing knits. So I'm excited to just sew it up again and see the difference between then and now. And I just love this pattern. Plus, it's just, it's a nice, comfy staple to have in your closet, in your drawers, anywhere you want, anywhere you keep your clothes. Anyways, today is a really easy day. Today, we're just printing and prepping our pattern. Tomorrow, we will be cutting out our fabric. The next day, we will be doing, I'm going to be doing the color block version. So the next day, day 3, we'll be doing color blocking. And the last day of our sew along, we'll be putting it all together and making our pegs. So this should be a nice, quick, easy sew along. I'm really, really excited about it, especially after the craziness of the holidays, to have something just kind of quick and easy, hopefully. I always say that and then something goes wrong. So knock on wood that it doesn't. But a couple of notes about this pattern. There are 3 different versions on the website. There is the regular peg legs that released way back when I first started. There is an add-on pack that took those peg legs, updated them a little bit, put a side stripe color block piece on it and a side pocket as well as a contour waistband. And then there is a color block version that they just released pretty recently that's got kind of 3 different color blocking pieces, and it has that contour waistband again, and then it's got a back pocket instead of the side pocket. So I will be doing the color block add-on version. I just love color blocks. I don't know why. I like to make things extra work, I guess. But if you've seen my pieces, you know how much I love color blocking. So as soon as I saw color block, I was like, that's the one. So the nice thing, if you use a projector like I do, is all 3 files have a projector file with them. So easy peasy, there's really nothing else for you to do today. If you are still printing your patterns, there are a few things I want to touch base on this. So let's share the screen here. Just a few tips on printing your pattern. Let's do it like this maybe. Okay. All right. So when you've got your pattern, the first thing you want to do is come over to the side here. You'll see kind of like a stack of papers. You're going to click on that and do the drop down here. And you're going to see every single size here. Now, the nice thing is when you look at this pattern, it can be kind of overwhelming to see all these lines so close together. And if you don't have a color printer or you don't want to waste the ink on a color printer, it can be kind of hard to justify printing all that out. So what I like to do, and you can do this on the projector files as well, is I just like to kind of go through and uncheck all the sizes that I won't be sewing up. Now, if you're going to be sewing up a bunch of sizes, one thing that you can do is you can print a master copy where you keep all of these, all of those checked, and you print out just one big copy and you make a copy of it. And then you can take what I've used that I've liked in the past is just this is just called exam paper, kind of like what's at the doctor's office. And it's really see-through, so it makes it really easy to trace. And so what I did when I was doing paper patterns towards the end there is I would print out a master copy and then use this tracing paper, this exam paper, to trace out the sizes that I wanted. That way I wasn't constantly printing out new sizes if I needed a different size or my kid's growing or I was sewing for somebody else. It was just kind of nice to pull out the big master copy and trace it. So that's something I really like, though, is the layered option, to just pick the size that you want. And then you don't have to worry about printing it in color even. You can just print it in black and white or whatever. The next thing I want to mention is before you go to print out all pages, you are going to want to just print out this first page, this A1, page 17 for the color block version, because you want to print it out and make sure that this 2-inch square box is truly 2-inch squares, or 2 square inches, whatever, 2 inches all the way around. It's truly a 2-inch square. Because if this is off even just slightly, it's going to drastically affect the fit of your garment. So always, 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 before printing out everything, print out this first page, check to make sure that it's correct, and then print out the rest of it. So for printer settings, what you're going to do, wow, this is really glitchy on my side, is you're going to go to print, and then here, you're going to start, just put in the pages that you want to print. If you want to print out the instructions as well, you can totally do that. I usually don't. I just look at them on my computer. Saves me ink and saves me paper. So, but you'll want to print out the pages that you want. And then, of course, just print out this first page, like I mentioned. But you always want to make sure, too, that actual size is selected, not fit, not shrink, not custom. I mean, if you do custom scale, you want it at 100%, but you always just make sure that this actual size is selected. Other words, it's not, your square isn't going to come out right. So actual size and print, and you're good to go. So that is it for our pegs for day 1 of our Patterns for Pirates peg leg, prepping and printing our patterns. Super easy, super, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what everybody makes. Once you are done, in the comments, can you just let me know what options you're doing? If you're sewing the original peg legs, if you're doing the color block or the add-on, just let me know what you're doing so I can kind of know what to cater the videos to. Tomorrow we will be prepping and cutting our fabric. I'm really excited. That's one of my favorite days. I know people are always like, that's crazy, but I love it because when I'm cutting my fabric, that's when like everything feels real to me and I get my motivation and inspiration. So usually when I'm cutting something or I'm getting ready to cut something, I'm like, oh no, I don't like this. And I change things out really quick. But so I'm really excited about tomorrow for our fabric cutting and prepping our fabric, and I will see you then. Thanks, y'all. Bye.